That night, the clock showed 11:30. The village was quiet. Only the sound of crickets and the occasional barking of dogs could be heard in the distance. Hendra, a street satay vendor, was still pushing his cart slowly through the narrow path between the rice fields. That day, his sales were poor. Out of the 50 skewers of satay he had prepared, almost half were still left. With a heavy heart, he continued walking, hoping for one last customer before heading home. Satay, satay. His voice softly broke the silence. The air felt cold, whether from the night wind or the darkening path he was traversing. Ahead, a large banyan tree loomed, blocking part of the road. Since long ago, the villagers often said that place was haunted, but Hendra never believed it. As he passed under the tree, suddenly a voice was heard. "Sir," by a portion of satay. Hendra turned. On the roadside stood a woman with long hair, her face dimly shadowed, wearing a tattered white kabaya. Hendra felt goosebumps, but he tried to calm himself. "Oh, okay, ma'am. Would you like it wrapped or to eat here?" he asked with a trembling voice. The woman smiled faintly. "Just here, sir." Quickly, Hendra grilled the satay. The fire from the charcoal flickered, smoke billowing into the air. But as time passed, he felt something was off. When he glanced away for a moment, the woman was sitting on a wooden chair that seemed to have appeared from nowhere, staring at him without blinking. When the satay was ready, Hendra served it on a paper plate. But when he looked back, the chair was empty. The woman had vanished. Hendra panicked. He looked left, then right, but there was no one. However, when he looked at the satay he had just placed on the plate, the skewers were gone. Only blackened, smoking charcoal remained. Suddenly, a soft laugh echoed behind him. Hee-hee-hee. Hendra turned around, and he saw the woman standing very close, her face now clearly visible, pale, with pitch-black eyes and a wide smile revealing long, sharp teeth. Hendra dropped the plate, cold sweat pouring down. He immediately pushed his cart with all his might away from that place. The cart's wheels squeaked, sometimes getting stuck in the muddy ground. But the voice kept following him, light footsteps as if floating. "Sir, the satay is really delicious. I want more." The woman's voice echoed in his ears. Even though the road around him was empty, Hendra grew more frantic. He rounded a corner, running while pushing the cart. But when he looked down, he was shocked. The wheels of his cart were covered in black handprints gripping tightly, as if many invisible creatures were pushing along. With all his strength, he ran, not caring about the satay that fell from his cart. His breath was ragged, his body nearly collapsing. He only stopped when he saw a small coffee shop still open at the end of the village. The shop owner, an old man, saw Hendra pale and nearly fainting. "What's wrong, Dra? You look like you're being chased by a ghost," he asked. With a stammering voice, Hendra recounted what he had experienced, but the old man just sighed deeply. "It's happened often, Dra. You sold under that banyan tree, right?" Hendra nodded, still trembling. The old man gently patted his shoulder. "There is indeed a guardian there. Long ago, she was a woman who often sold food too, but died tragically there. Since then, every time a street vendor dares to pass by at night, she likes to buy their goods, but not with money." Hendra fell silent, his body stiff. He just realized that the plate he had dropped was still in the cart.